So basically my goal is to reach Challenger. Obviously, I'm in low diamond
Mm-hmm.
currently, but I wanna make it one day.
Mhm.
It's my dream, always has been. And I will just let my gameplay speak for itself, guess.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh yeah, it was like proxy singed this game. It was really annoying to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like actually.
Okay, so he's on Raptors. This is good to know. That means your clear shouldn't be that delayed. This guy didn't really fuck with you that much, so that means he's clearing up. You both started red, so it's good to know. That means actually no, he's clearing down. Actually, he's just way faster than you, so it's good. You looked over, you saw he had blue buff. He saw level 3, so he's full clearing down. Um, okay, he can play it to invade you. So here, I mean, as a habit, you always want to do your wolves and Gromp together. A, it cycles them together, and B, also he thankfully he can invade you here. So Gromp is obviously way safer because if he, let's say he does like Raptors right into here, then he could just show up here, or he can walk behind you, and this is like a really dangerous place to be, right? But if you do Gromp, it's way safer because you can pull the Gromp into the bush, so you can see him coming from this Y, and also you can see him coming from below you, right? So Gromp is always way safer because here you can just face check you, well he can't face check you on Gromp, and you can pull the Gromp into the bush. Well, pulling blue into the bush doesn't matter if he walks this way. Make sense? And again, it makes your clear just more convenient. But we go here. Also, when you get this pot, you should insta pop it. There's no reason to hold this pot as jungle. Junglers always pop this pot right away.
Okay. Just for bonus clear speed, I see.
No, it doesn't. Well, it's two things. A, unless I'm completely wrong, it doesn't. It just helps minion. It just does extra damage to minions, right?
Lane minions, not jungle camps, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So this pot gives you two things. It gives A, in like 50 seconds, it gives you gold. And two, it makes it so you do extra damage to minions. So for junglers, it does you insta pop it because you're not doing any extra damage to anything. You're not hitting minions like usually as a jungler, and you just want this extra bonus gold as fast as possible. Make sense?
It's actually 60 gold, not 50.
Yes. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Even
they
even
increased it a
even
little
better
bit.
reason to get it earlier, right? Uh, okay, Profane first. Full clear down again. I think this is quite a bit of a waste of time. Um, until you're level 6, Khazix can never really duel Trundle early, especially without Conquer. So there's no way you can kill him, and there's also nothing to fight for. You're not starting Dragon in front of him. You're not fighting Scuttle from him. 3v3 bots losing because Trundle's so much stronger than you, and your bot lane's even with their bot lane. So I think you should just be basing right now. You could buy Brutalizer plus Longsword. There's nothing to do here but waste time. And obviously, the earlier you base, the earlier you could be on your red buff. If this guy starts Dragon, you're actually happy because if he starts Dragon, that means you can take his blue buff, right? Because your red spawns on his blue spawns. So that means your red just spawned, so you know his blue just spawned. So if he wants to be here and play for bot crab or play for dragon, well then you're just getting his top camps for free. Make sense? Because you're too low to start.
True.
There's no because this way this happened is right now this guy chunks you, and instead of chasing after you for no reason, he just walks back, right? And now again we're just walking back and forth, doing a standoff, right, for no reason. And here he just over chases and our mid bails us out.
The way I wanted to play it,
Mm-hmm.
I was just waiting for the crab to spawn. I really didn't have intentions to fight Trundle at all. I was waiting for the crab to get my level 6.
But you see he's here, so if he's
Yeah, yeah.
so
It's a big waste of data.
once you see he's here, it's gonna be a fight, right? Like right now, I think it makes sense to be here for Crab. First of all, the second you see him on this Squire, you should insta base because now once you see him, he's also here for Crab. Otherwise, why is he here, right? So now you can't do Crab because he'll stop you, and then you ask yourself, do I win 1v1? If the answer is yes, I can stay for crab because if he tries to fight me for crab, I'll win. If the answer is no, I don't win 1v1, then I should just leave immediately because if I don't win 1v1 and he's also playing for the crab, then how am I going to get the crab, right? So that's why I just a waste of time. If you base instantly, like right here when you hit this, it takes 8 seconds to base, and it takes 20 seconds to run to river, so you'll be in river in 30 seconds, right? Right now it's 5:53, so you'll be in river, we could round up 6:25, we'll say, okay? Um, where are we at 6:25? That's what I'm interested in. It is 6:25 right now. So I want you to imagine right now, you're here right now. He's doing crab, and you're doing his blue. And then remember, his Gromp spawns when your Krug spawns. So now you do his blue, and now you're on his Gromp, you know? But you end up getting Scuttle and Dragon, which is better than the trading. I just think it was obviously just because your teammates ended up bailing you out. There's no indication. If you looked bot lane like earlier here, let's say, and you see that your bot lane's full HP, their bot lane's half HP, then you'll always know, okay, I'll have a bot lane advantage, and they'll be able to shift up. But right now, there's no information or no reason why your bot lane will randomly get prio against their bot lane, right? If anything, right now their bot lane actually has prio. They just end up basing, or they end up just not committing to the fight. But anyways, this worked out. Now we open to our red, clear down. It's kind of the exact same situation here. I ask you here, do you win 1v1? If the answer is yes, technically you could fight it. If the answer is no, there's no reason to fight this. You have camp up, camp up, camp up, camp up. Also, you know you both cleared down. So if your 3 bot camps are up, that means his 3 bot camps are up, right? You also know he didn't do his red buff because he doesn't have red buff on him. So I think it's completely fine to just give this, and you could just go Raptors into his Raptors. And if I want you to imagine you're Trundle, right? And you got grubs, but you lose your all 3 bot camps. Would you be happy as Trundle? Would you be like, I wouldn't be happy, right? Because you have to understand these aren't 3 camps, these are 6 camps. Because it's +3 for you, -3 for him. So you're getting 6 camps for the grubs. And you already stacking dragons. I think your 1v1 is strong, right? Especially with Q Evolve now, but you also have to ask yourself, is it a 1v1 or would it be a 2v1? Can their mid come and can my mid come? The answer is their mid will always be first because you're mid based, right? And their mid, as you can see in the map, is not basing. He's staying on the map. So this one isn't even a 1v1, it's a 2v1. And then I ask you, who's first to this herald? I mean, grubs. Is it top or mid, or is it your top laner or their top laner? Currently, it looks like it'll be their top laner because their top laner is already on the wave, while Renekton is coming out of base. So TLDR, I don't think this is a good play because they have top prio, they have mid prio. Your 1v1 is strong, but it's not like super disgusting, not even close strong. And it's also, and the third reason is you just have such a strong alternative. You have all 3 of these camps are up. You have already taken 2 of your camps up, so he has no trade. It's not like he's gonna do your camps while you're on his camps because your camps are already dead. Your camps are already dead. So I think this is kind of flippy or pointless. While just playing for his bot camps is again just a guaranteed win. While this is like you have to play it well. You have to hope they play it badly. Like this obviously looked insanely close. Right? This isn't. There's no way you look at this and be like, oh yeah, this would always happen,
Yeah, that
right? So I think
it's crazy.
league's
He
all about
didn't
playing for the
smite.
league's all about playing for the guarantees. Nothing about this play looks guaranteed, right? Uh, Hui also could have came way earlier. Like Hui could be here right now. There's no reason why Hui has to get this wave. Hui could just come right now. And it's funny, you're telling him to TP. There's nothing to TP to. There's no ward to TP to. So he TP the tower. But then
He
again,
gets powers, yeah.
but then if he TP's tower, but again, let's say he TP's tower right now, who's faster? Hui runs here and he TP's 8 seconds and then runs. No matter what, Hui will always be here first. Agreed? Even if he TP's the tower now. So it just makes no sense. Again, it looks like it worked out. 2 for 1. Actually 3 for 1. But I just don't think it's a consistent way to play. Make sense?
Yeah,
Also, don't forget to pop your pot instantly. You went for this play and then you didn't even pop your pot. So you're gonna go for
I
this?
forgot.
Yeah. Because this guy trolled because he shot a kite upwards towards Singe, so you don't have isolate that. He isolated himself. This guy should never even be this low. But it worked out. Get the grubs. Now we clear downwards. Do all our camps. Go for a mid gank. You ulted way too early. You should be ulting. Okay, I say way too early. Actually, no, you ulted fine. I don't know. I thought you ulted earlier for some reason. Did you cancel your ult? Let me go back. Oh no, yours. It's just so small level 1. Wow. Okay, well this game looks like a great start. I don't know why it goes so late. Well, I guess we'll find out.
It only goes down from here.
Uh,
Like,
personally,
so far.
I would always buy Dirk here over Ionians plus Longsword. I don't know if you saw the last coaching. There are 4 spikes for lethality junglers. Um, right now you have 983 gold. Dirk is 1,000. You can just sit on tier 1s and buy Dirk. This is infinitely better and more damage than Ionian's Longsword. Um, from my experience, I think having the upfront damage is more important. Especially, it's kind of like a debuff buying. This goes to everyone. It's kind of like a debuff buying
Is
Ionians when your flash is down, because you want to be able to use it flash instantly to use Ionian CDR.
is Dirk better than buying pickaxe longsword in that scenario?
Uh,
Because pickaxe is kind of expensive, no? So is it better to just get the Dirk or?
I I implore someone in the chat room to go check practice tool. Get target on me. I always go Dirk in this case. Uh, pickaxe longsword could be better too. I think the core belief is just flat damage over utility when you're playing a assassin class kit. But it could be. I mean, that I implore anyone in here to go check practice tool. It's very easy to test to do. Should only take 30 seconds. That's a good question.
No, I'm not talking damage wise. I'm talking since pickaxe is around 900 as a full item, right? As a like singular item. But Dirk you can buy like longsword, longsword.
Well,
So
yeah. Well,
is it still better?
but you can't say. But you can't say. I'm not talking about damage because the entire test is about what does more damage, right? Because the question you're asking when you say pickaxe longsword over Dirk, the question you're asking is what is worth more, having 20 AD and 10 lethality, or having 25 AD and no lethality? The question is what does more damage. The question is always more damage. When
No,
you
no,
ask,
no, no.
no, I'm confused what you're asking now.
That was not my question. My question was, let's say, for example, if you get the pickaxe, right, that means next recall, if you recall on 400 gold, you can get a longsword. But if you bought the Dirk and you have like 400 gold, you cannot buy the longsword, no?
Oh, that's what
Or
you're
do you
saying.
just not think of that? Yeah.
Oh, no, I think that often. I think of that usually in other situations. I think how do you say? I do think of stuff like that. I just don't. When do I think of like stuff like that? Different build paths, not for lethality, because lethality out of every single class of champion in the game, tanks, marksmen, assassins, mages, support, blah blah. Out of every class of champion in the game, lethality is the easiest because every single item just has a longsword, and no matter what happens on the map, die, kill, base, you can always base on longsword or two longsword, right? Um, so it's the only class like what you're talking about. You could call it future. I don't know. There's a term for it. We could call it future item efficiency, right? Lethality class is the
Yeah.
class that it matters the least about because you can always base on double longsword and always be happy, right? Doesn't matter if you're going Yomu's double longsword, opportunity you can have double longsword, Bastion double longsword, right? Profane you have double longsword. You're basically always basing on double longsword. I guess for the axiom, it's pickaxe, double longsword, and glowing moat. So you might be like, oh, once you buy double longsword, now you're only stuck on pickaxe and glowing moat. But even then, I've in those cases, and let's say I base on 700 gold, and I already have the Dirk, I still buy double longsword because I know it doesn't build into that item I'm building. But after I build my pickaxe brutalizer, whatever my third item is, I guarantee you has a double longsword. If I go Last Sprinter, it has double longsword. If I go another Dirk, it has double longsword. You always have double longsword in any item components you build. So lethality is assassins are the only class of champs where you don't really have to worry about min-maxing the gold you're spending for future items because worst case scenario, you can always buy a longsword. Does that make sense?
Yeah, clear.
Like I've had plenty of games where I have this exact items, and then I just buy Dirk here, and then I die with like 700 gold, and I can't buy pickaxe, and I just buy another double longsword right now, you know. And then once my quest completes, then this slot becomes my pickaxe spot or my blue ledger spot. Make sense?
Yeah, clear.
All right, perfect. Again, that's also rare. Anyway, back to the review. A little slow in the combo. Also, don't forget to use Profane. Besides that, it looks good. Did you smite the
I
Leona?
sacrificed
Oh,
my
you don't smite.
no.
Oh yeah, you don't smite.
Yeah, I
Wait, when did you
smited.
smite?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think I smited
yeah, you
Bruno
shouldn't. You shouldn't smite
from.
blue. Scrum. There's no point. Because either way, if you think about it this way, you want to kill these scams slower, and you might be like, what does that mean? Why would you ever want to kill a scam slower? Because you're basically doing nothing to dragon spawns anyways, right? So the slower you kill the Gromp, because either if you let's say you kill the Gromp in 5 seconds or 10 seconds for comparison, right? If you kill the Gromp in 10 seconds, then you're waiting 16 seconds for dragon to spawn. If you kill the Gromp in 5 seconds, you're waiting 21 seconds for the dragon to spawn, right? So in this case, you actually want to kill it slower because you just have there's a higher chance of cookie spawns, right? And then you get more gold from the kill, and there's just nothing else to do. And so you should just not smite this, and after this also, when you see Trundle top, after Gromp, you should kite it left and go take his Raptors because you'll do Gromp, Raptors into Dragon, right? So, but again, no point to smite it. And then here again, I would always go for his Raptors. Make sense? Because like this guy is a chance this guy walks in, but the Raptors are just guaranteed. Again, you're just playing for guarantees in league, right? Raptor invade is guaranteed because no one can stop you. The jungle's top. If the Hui tries to walk into you, you're just gonna trunk her for free. Like Hui cannot face check a Khazix in the jungle, right? So I would be on Raptors here instead of this. Plus, I would also not use my smite on Gromp. Make sense?
Yeah, I had to sacrifice
Yeah,
myself
it's
for
worth.
this
It's
game,
worth. It's worth.
so
It's worth.
it's
I guess
you would take.
obviously if you have smite, you wouldn't have to sacrifice yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's still worth. Good job. I think this is a big waste of time. I think if there's like a huge wave here, like a full cannon wave, and he's playing a champion that hits towers like fast, like Jax or Fiora, it makes sense that you're defending tower, defending plates. But coming here just for 2 measly minions, and you didn't, it's not like you stopped them from hitting the tower, you know? I think it's a big waste of time. Like imagine you just cleared downwards. You're on your Raptors right now. Okay, you just killed your Raptors. Now you're on your Wolves, or now you're just actually just running straight here and killing the Trundle, right? So I think you missed opportunities. Well played. Good kill. Maybe if you did go top, maybe you'd be mid earlier to help with the Renekton, right? These are very like possible what ifs. Do this. Play for base. Get brutalizer. Buy a little pink ward. I like how objective focused you are. It's really good quality.
Yeah, I'm also playing like more farm focused Kha'Zix. I don't like invade, I don't do crazy stuff. I just focus on getting my level 11, my level 6 power spikes.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I think that's how Kha'Zix should be. I mean, obviously
Because
you can invade, but I think right now you want to get level 11. I always say you want level 11, quest done, and second item. And once you have these 3 things, level 11, second item, now you can play like a psychopath, perma invade, perma fight. But you really want level 11 and second item, and then you're god. So I have no problem with that. I'm a big Kha'Zix player myself, so I understand.
yeah, I mainly play Echo,
Uh huh.
but I wanted to have like a second pick in case Echo gets banned,
Uh huh.
because it was in meta and people started just hating on it.
Yeah. Oh, Herald driving was
Um,
really good. I think here you need to check your money before you base. I think here if you realize, actually I guess you want to play for Dragon, it's fine. I was gonna say, personally, no, you have to check your money. You didn't check. Here you have to check and you have to realize, oh, I'm only 100 gold from item, and you're taking Portal, and you're killing Krugs, and then you're basing, right? There's no way I'm not showing up to the Dragon with level 11 and my item. The item is too big. Showing up with Axiom, I would happily be 20 seconds late with full item, but then be 20 seconds early with no item. Like this item is huge. So I think you have to stay for your item. Not only does it give you level 11, but it gives you second item, and then I think you are now strong enough to officially 1v9 this dragon fight yourself. You know?
Yeah, especially that I have empowered recall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there anyways faster. It's fine.
Okay, nice kill. You need to stop this habit. You smited blue again before dragon spawns. You did 2 dragons in a row. You need to stop using smite before dragon. This is not a real thing. The fact that you're forced to turn on them and you can't play the finish because you have no smite is despicable. Even if you have no smite, you still cannot do what you're doing. You still have to just keep hitting the dragon. Like right now, you might think, oh, we want to. You can correct me if I'm wrong. You might think, oh, I want to fight. I killed Trundle. We have number advantage. Nyla's not here yet. This is not a 45. This is a 44. But you're taking a 44 with no ult Khazix, which AKA is a useless champion without ult. So you need to just hide behind this dragon and keep queuing it. Stalling time for Nyla to come. They don't know you have no smite, by the way, so you should still be kind of safe by queuing it, right? Your Q's still a decent execute. But yeah, you just die for no reason. Kha'Zix without ult is not a team fighter. You need to be ulting in. You need to be coming from flanks, from over here or from over here. As assassins, you do not run at them ever, unless you have ult up and flash up and E up. Unless you have everything up, you never run at them. It's always flank, flank. Wait for my teammates to go in first, then like E over this wall from behind. You're flanking and using Fog of War. You cannot run into them. Okay. Right now, you're obviously running into them, and look how useless you look. You literally cannot do anything.
Yeah. Inter.
Teammates forced to 45. Go back on the dragon. Don't forget to spend your money. I don't know why you don't buy money here. You have double longsword. There's nothing to watch during their 3 cap. You can't help them when you're dead. To buy your items. You have a double longsword this entire time.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't know why you're skipping camps here. Just full clear up. You have 4 camps up. Wolves, Raptors, Red, Krugs. If you want to play for bot tower, you'll just clear up, then base here, and then you'll take double portal into here. There's no rush. There's no reason why you have to play for this bot tower now and not 40 seconds from now, right?
I knew that my Renekton is strong because he had like free lane,
Yeah,
and yeah, then this happened. Top of that,
but point stands.
I don't think I should have flashed. I could have just used my W there.
You also can come from the left side instead. Like you could just stay on this left side, see what happens. Because if he dives, you could always just ult like this instead of ulting from here. It's the same thing, right? And you get to cut him off.
Oh, this is the biggest troll probably of this match.
It was close, but it's just 2 things. Again, you have no ult. You really have to get into the habit of not fighting when your ult's down. And B, you just have 1700 gold. Even without ult, if you spend all your money, you'd kill this guy, right? But you have too much money in inventory plus no ult. You either need ult on all your and this money, or you need to no money and no ult. But no ult and no money, that's too much. Don't think I care about. Let me go press tab. I don't think you care about the singed at all. Like your champion, obviously, you need to stop smiting camps. This is so terrible. Like you have no. Let's say you're like Nyla randomly dies on midwave right now for some reason. Right, she walks up too far and dies. Now that any team pulls Baron, you can't smite the Baron. There's nothing you can do. It's 45, they get Baron, right? You need to. If an objective isn't up, do not use your smite. This is 3 objectives in a row where you have no smite for some reason. I've never seen this problem before. This is not a real problem.
Yeah,
You're
it
only smiting
was
camps
like
in early game. It's an early game thing only. The only other time you
yeah,
smite camps not early game is if you have 2 charges. Only 2 charges. If you don't have 2 charges, never smite. Okay.
okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I think this is a big waste of time. If I'm you, at first I'll go back when you press tab and I'll show you easier. hope you press tab leaving base, and if you're not, you should be pressing tab. I want to know who's strong, who's weak, who do I focus, who do I ignore. You can only do this when you press tab. Okay, perfect. All right. Who do you think is like easy for you to kill on their team and hard to kill?
Honestly, easy to kill. Only Trundle. He has no flash.
Sure, I think Trundle's not
And
bad. He has
low
armor.
on
He has
item.
res. I think that he's not bad. I think Hui's not bad either, right? She is immobile. She has no armor. She has no, invis. She has no Ezreal E. She has nothing. So I think Trundle's not bad. Hui's not bad. I think whenever if Ezreal ever uses his E, he's not bad. I know you might be scared of him because you just died, but that's because you had no ult and you had 1700 gold. I think if you spend your money and you have ult, Ezreal also is easy to kill. So I think it's all three of these because especially when the ult evolve, he might have his E, but your ult movement speed catches up to his entire E range, and you have three of them, but he only has one E. So I think once you have ult up and your money spent, all three of these guys are easy, right? Um, these guys are actually the easiest. Because technically, even Trundle has his W and his E slow, and obviously he has armor. So I think easy, doable, doable. Um, really hard, highest level in the game. Swifties, slows. This guy is just way too tanky and way too much CC, right? So I see Singe pushing top lane. I could give a fuck, right? I genuinely do not care. I'm gonna doing Raptors, and then I'm gonna go do my Wolves. And then if Singe is top, that means Hui's gonna be bot lane, right? So I'm gonna do Raptors, Wolves. And first of all, I want to play bot side anyways because that's where my soul spawns. And I want to just walk here and kill this guy, right? Hui is the guy I can kill. If you ever ult behind this way, he just dies, right? There's nothing he can do. So I think you're playing for the wrong guy. This guy is not easy to kill, annoying, fast, up 2 levels on me. I mean, he's actually up 3 levels on you. Like this is like, and you get chunked to 1 HP, and Rakan gets chunked all because we chase this guy. And I don't want. I'm not saying that this is bad because of what happened. I could care. I could give a fuck that you guys died here. It's just you should every time you leave base, you need to get in the habit of making a plan. When you make plans, you should be making plans about who on my team is strong, and who on their team is weak, and who on my team is easy for me to play with, and who is it hard for me to play against. Right? Hard for me to play against this guy, easy for me to play against Renekton because of his W, right? Easy for me to play with Anivia because of her Q and her W and her ult. So CC, right? Hard for me to play with Nyla. So easy, easy, hard, easy, easy. So wherever Hui and Ezreal is, I'll go. Wherever Anivia and Renekton is, I'll go. So you leave base here. You see Anivia and Renekton are both bot side. Both people you're good into are bot side. And the person you're good into as well, Hui, is also bot side. So all the signals point to go bot, right? And you can literally just go Wolves, Gromp into Portal, and now you're just here. And now if Hui shows on this bot wave, she's dead. Right? Make sense?
What I was afraid of is of
Baron?
them making Baron.
Yeah, they just don't have
No,
good
no,
Baron
no.
champs.
Overall. Yeah, that's the negative list. They
It,
can't really rush Baron with Ezreal or
yeah,
Trundle.
yeah, exactly. If you want, you could buy a pink ward right here, and you could just run straight here, Portal, place a pink ward, and then do our plan. Right? As long as you have a pink ward in pit, then you should never be scared. Right? Because there's no reason why you can't buy a pink ward. But yeah, you guys literally all die from this, and now they get Baron. Actually, they didn't get Baron. They could have Baron out here. I don't know why they didn't. Watch this fight. Okay. Rule on Khazix: 90%. I mean, here's kind of awkward. I was gonna say 90% of the time as Khazix, you always ult into fights and then E out. You never want to E in because it's way harder to R out than it is to E out. Eing out's instantly easy, no problem. Ulting out, as you saw, becomes really awkward. Slows, random CC, a wall, bullshit, right? But if you just ulted in here, right here, you'll just Q profane or W Q W Q one auto, and then afterwards you just E out, no problem, right? Ulting is always safer than an Eing out.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
Wouldn't it be better if he like evolved W in this game
Nah.
for him? Because everything kind of reveals him, right?
What reveals him?
Because of Anivia. Ah, Anivia is with him. Never mind, man. I have.
I'll get him.
It's okay though. Happens.
Okay, we steal these. Nice try.
Enemy Trundle panic smite at the Drake and
Yeah, that's
I
fast.
just
Alright.
couldn't get it.
I'm not gonna do it yet because I've only seen you one game, but I'm soon banning you from building Profane if I don't see you start using it. I've been noticing I haven't seen you use Profane a single time in a single fight this entire game. So if you're not gonna use Profane, just go Umbral. Okay? Otherwise, learn how to use it. Because even right now, like Profane would have killed Leona. You know, Profane right here, boom, Leona's dead. But you're not using your item. And also, like, you could look through this entire VOD, look at every other fight. No Profane here.
Yeah, only when clear come using it.
Only first time you ever used it, and I think you missed on this end.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need to. First of all, I mean, I know I always go Umbral first either way. I don't believe in Profane first, but it's if you want to build it, it's fine. But you got to actually use the item. You're not using it. And same thing here, bro. You see Hui top? All right, run here. Because if you run into this top bush, this blue bush, if you see him go for this next top wave, you go here. If he does top wave into shifts mid, he walks by you here, you kill him. So again, you need to have your eyes peeled. You need to play on side lanes and get picks on side lanes. You need to stop. You're looking to like group with your team on mid or something, you know? Like Hui is in my head. Hui is dead right now because Hui is running. I mean, look at Hui. How is this guy not dead? How are you not like here right now? Ulting through the bush and just auto queuing him. You know? Your 3 item assassin versus a 2.5 item squishy, no armor mage, right? You could even be in this bush right now. After he gets a stop wave, he'll walk to Baron and he'll just face check you. If you don't want to go into a wave, I understand it's hard. Well, he'll just walk into you and die, right? And then you don't have to worry about the isolation with the wave or him dodging your W in the minions or something, right? He just is gonna face check you in the server right now. You get a pick on this Hui, and now you'll be way more encouraged to maybe play this Baron fight, you know?
Yeah, so what I did is I just traded bot. I saw no real reason to fight 4v5 in the pit.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's fine since you're here. I just think that if you kill this way, well, now if you kill this way, which I think hopefully we can agree you could easily do, well, now it's even numbers, right? There's 4 of you alive, Renekton dead, and Hui dead. If anything, you actually up numbers because Singe is bot. So then they have 3 people here: Leona, Ezreal, Trundle. Well, you have 4: Ka, Nivea, Nyla, Rakan. So you actually have a 4v3, and if Singe TP's in, it's a 4v4. But even right now, why not? Right now it's still a 3v3. Sorry. Right now it's 4v3. Sorry, Matt, fucking talking. Until Singe TPs, it is a 4v4. Only when Singe TPs to this fight is it a 4v5. But you should at least give Singe the opportunity to TP. At the very least, you should try to burn his TP. And if he's not TPing, maybe his TP's down, right? So why would you not? And even look, his 1 HP, even if he TPs in, he's 1 HP. So this is a 4v4, even numbers, right? Before Nyla based. Why would you not want a 4v4? It's even numbers, right? When Renekton's dead and their top's dead, technically. If their top laner doesn't come, he's not here. So it's a 44. Even numbers. So why would you just give Baron 44? At the very least, you could go for a 50-50. Khazix Smite is better than Trundle Smite, right? You have Q Smite. So I see no reason to give this Baron. I think especially when you add into the fact that you can kill Hui, if Singe doesn't TP, then you're actually up numbers in the event. Here you're even numbers. If you kill Hui, you're actually up numbers. And again, I think you could have very easily killed Hui. So I disagree. I think this is a bit too vegan of you. What do you think? Did you think about the numbers? Because I think when you think about it this way, if Singe stays bot, you're even numbers. It's 44. Your
I
top's
just
dead.
thought
Their top's bot lane.
my top debt equals bot fight. I have to trade.
Yeah, you gotta stop thinking it's so black and white. At the very least, you could always again your champ is so mobile. You have 3 invises, 1 E. You could always play in the tri bush and just look to ult in, auto Q, and then smite in, and worst case scenario E out. You know. Nice. We gave Baron. We got 300 gold cinch kill. Awesome. You know, 450. Sorry. Looks like a decent fight mid. Okay, level 16. Play for the soul. Get another pick. Nice. Look to base soon for Tunneler, hopefully. Okay, we want to stay on the map. I think you could just base here for Tunneler. If you're going Edge of Night. If you're going another item, then you have Pickaxe for Serpent's Fang or whatever you're building. But you should probably go Edge of Night, so you have Tunneler in base.
Yeah, he's kind of fast.
Yeah. I think not having ult for this dragon really, really sucks now too. Like again, we've talked about your ult's really important.
At least I got my smite this time.
Yeah, yeah. That's true.
So,
You're
yeah.
still not using Profan.
I used it. I used it.
You missed. Oh, you actually hit it, never mind.
No, I hit it.
Okay, so
Okay.
last fight of the game. Bad jump. Okay. So thoughts. I think